We are here with Adam Alfrey, who's at the East Tennessee History Center, the curator here to talk about In the Footsteps of Sergeant York. Adam, let's talk about what people see the moment they get in.
Well, as you mentioned, the title of this show is In the Footsteps of Sergeant York, so we wanted them to follow him footstep by footstep. So the exhibition opens with a scene of what it might have felt like when he was at home there in Pall Mall in Fentress County, Tennessee.
Flash forward to World War I. Where are we now?
Well, we just walked through a World War I trench. It's the experience that the common soldier had during World War I. It wasn't always a pleasant place to be. Many of the men talked about how muddy it was, how wet it was, how smelly it was. You'd think about they'd be on post for 4 days at a time. They also wrote home and talked about the rats and the lice that was rampant. Sometimes the rats would even begin to nibble on their toes at times. And so we actually have hidden some rats in our trench for people to try to discover and really think about what that experience was like.
Sergeant York didn't want to go to war.
That's exactly right, and that's one of the other things that we encourage people to do, is to follow in that footstep and pick up one of his registration cards. And if you notice there where it asks about exemptions on question 12, he says, yes, don't want to fight. That was based on his recent conversion to the Church of Christ and Christian Union. They believed in nonviolence, and he tried to register in that way.
We flash forward yet again. Adam, this is the scene of that famous charge by Sergeant York in France.
Absolutely. So what we're looking at is a model of the landscape as it looked on October 8th, 1918. It shows the area where York and his squadron went up and over the hill and then eventually encountered the two German machine gun nests where they took fire.
Sergeant York and his crew were outnumbered. They did this incredible charge, but that's not what he wanted to be remembered for.
Exactly. Like many American soldiers, this was his first time outside of the hills, outside of the country. And so when he went over there, he was exposed to all different thoughts and different things, and he brought that back with him. So when he got home, he said he wanted to bring things into the mountains, schools, good roads, libraries, and he dedicated the rest of his life to that activity.
Adam, near the end of the exhibit here is a keepsake for people who do come in.
Absolutely. One of the things that's most interesting, I think, about York's story is immediately after his actions, he wasn't heralded right away. It wasn't until this man here, George Petullo, wrote this article, "The Second Elder Gives Battle," for the Saturday Evening Post in 1919, 6 months later after his actions, that he became famous and became heralded. And that's what, when he landed in New York City, this is the article that everyone had read and launched him to fame.
Lastly, you're encouraging people to get out to other parts of the community and explore his history.
Absolutely. That's one of the most important things that we do here at the East Tennessee History Center, is get people excited about our local history and encourage them to go to that place and stand on the spot. So we hope as many people as possible can go up to Pall Mall in Fentress County, visit the home site, see where he's buried, see where he had his religious conversion, and really embrace this amazing story.
Adam, a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.